Welcome, Taurus, to your Energy Alert Deep Dive special video for the Ascendant, the Sun, or the Moon. Across the 28th to the 30th of June, there's a huge amount of astrological activity. Some of it is fantastically energized, and some of it could be incredibly draining. I'm going to unpack all of this for you and give you a backdrop energy for the next 2 weeks of the full moon, part of that activity. And by the end of the video, you'll have a clear picture of how to navigate this in terms of your vitality, work, relationships, or finances. I'm astrologer Patrick Arundell. A very warm welcome. If you've yet to subscribe to my channel, please do so now to help it to continue to thrive. But please also click or tap the bell notification symbol. The move of Mars on the 28th into the quick-witted Gemini saw it come into contact immediately with the restless energies of Uranus. This could have brought out a bit of an impulsive side of your nature. It may be that you've made a sudden purchase or you've had a genius business idea. As Jupiter moves on the 30th into Leo, linking back to Mars and Jupiter, it's a wonderful opportunity for you over the next 13 months to use your home base to perhaps work on a new business idea that could earn you some extra money. But in the immediate next 2 weeks, based on the full moon, which occurs across the 29th or 30th, and Mercury going retrograde in Cancer, it's going to be important to use your communications and your thoughts very carefully. But on the screen, you can see that Neptune, the planet of dreams and potentially of illusions, is at the apex of a T-square between the moon in Capricorn and the sun in Cancer. And Neptune for you is in a very psychological part of your situation. Now, although the sign of Cancer is very much about protectiveness, intuition, and being very attuned to emotional security, the more pragmatic energy of the moon in Capricorn is in a part of your chart that could see you planning a journey or perhaps having a big discussion about world affairs. But all of those energies can be impacted by your subconscious in a very powerful way because of Neptune. And what can happen is that you could find yourself, if you're talking to people, feel a bit overwhelmed. It's possible that there's part of you that wants to control things or submit to them. It may be that your direction seems a little bit unclear because Neptune can create confusion, but what it can also do is dissolve. So it is going to be very important to be conscious of Neptune's impact. And the best way to deal with it, I think, is to tune into the energies of your ruler. Venus is in the sign of Leo. It's asking you to think about security, but also appreciate those good things in life that you do have such a great awareness of. But look at Saturn, just like Neptune, in that intuitive and psychological 12th house, but very anchoring of the position of Venus. So however much you're having conversations, or maybe there is some snags and some confusion, people are changing plans, not being reliable, or really being very frustrating, I think Saturn's saying to you, just fall back on your inner resources with the things you're most familiar with. Because, do you know, as Jupiter moves into Leo and gains traction, it is going to link back to Neptune in a very constructive way. So your compassion for those who are less fortunate, your sensitivity, your self-awareness can be very helpful to deal with the confusion that could come from this very complex full moon. And then you can start to enjoy the supercharged energy of Mars linking with Jupiter, which really begins in earnest on the 30th. I'm going to summarize those 4 areas of vitality, work, relationships, and finances next, Taurus. Just to say, I've reduced the price of my personal horoscope reports. It's now 3 for the price of 1. For many years, it was buy 2, get 30% off. The one you pay for is your life roadmap report, helps us to understand those life patterns better. And then you get your 12 months transit forecast and also your Draconic Soul Karmic Analysis as the free chart. Please see below for more. If you've yet to check out your Jupiter into Leo deep dive video or your July deep dive video, please click on the eye on the screen. If you'd like to work with me one-to-one, please check out my testimonials below. It'll be a pleasure, and you can sign up for your free daily written horoscope by clicking on the link beneath this video and getting your early day celestial pit stop. So to summarize, as far as energy is concerned, I think you could have lower energy if you try to do too much. So I think one of the most important things to do is not scatter yourself too thinly. Focus on what's really key and important. And if you don't get pulled in different directions, trying to keep up with social media, or perhaps even getting into why people are responding in a particular way, because I think there is going to be some weird behavior playing out. I think that people are feeling disorientated. The world is changing at such a pace. I would cocoon yourself away a little bit, and that will help you to come through, and focus on using Mars and Jupiter in the most constructive and energizing ways. As far as your work is concerned, it's an ongoing theme. If you're open to going with the flow around new ways of doing things, technology, or reaching people with a new service, perhaps one that you can run from the comfort of your home, I see great prospects for you. When it comes to your romantic situation, well, Venus, your ruler, the relator, is in the part of your chart that's very much to do with keeping it secure. But I think keeping the lines of communication open is vitally important too. Financially, I do feel that you could be a bit compulsive around some of your choices over the next few weeks. So the key is to just ask yourself this question: will it have any practical benefit? It's been a pleasure being with you. Thank you for joining me. All the best, Taurus, and goodbye.